this is Sandy with Simply Blessed, and I'm so glad that you're here today. My channel is about making your life simple, how to make it flow, and how to make things easier so that you will have more energy and hopefully more peace and serenity in your life. Today I'm going to talk about the FlyLady and how the FlyLady has actually changed my life for the better. I found FlyLady about 6 or 7 years ago. Actually, I really don't remember, but I just remember that when I found her, I was so excited that I began to watch as many YouTube channels as I could dedicated to her program and how to actually work the FlyLady schedule and system in my home. I found her just by happenstance, and a woman was showing her control journal. And I was so excited about that control journal. I wanted a control journal of my own. I went to the library and got her book, and I made my own control journal. My first control journal looked like this, and it's really big and it's really thick, and there was a lot to it, but I absolutely loved it. But I found out pretty quickly that it was really a little bit too much, so I shortened. My FlyLady system for the week looks now like this. It is basically one page, and I can look at my whole week in one glance. Every day is broken down to an AM, a PM, and an afternoon basically block. I am able to reuse this if I want to by putting a sleeve over it and then using a marker. This is for a whiteboard so that I can check these off. But I also have a lot of these on file so that if I want to change it up, I can, because sometimes seasonally things change throughout the FlyLady schedule. So this is what my schedule looks like. At the top, I have the weekly blessing. Weekly blessings are things that you do every single week. You do just one time a week. So at the top, what I have is I change my sheets, take out all of the trashes, clean all the mirrors and the glass, because I have a front door and a back door that are glass. I dust, vacuum, mop once a week, sweep my porches off, and sweep my floors. Or you can add or subtract whatever you want to do. One thing I'm going to tell you right now that I'm not good at is doing zones. I don't like deep cleaning, and I don't do it. I will hire somebody to do that because it really takes a lot of energy out of me. So I would rather just hire somebody to do that than actually take the time or the energy, it's the energy, to do that myself. My AM routine, I have these things on there. First, I have coffee and my daily prayer and meditation and spiritual reading time. And really that does not take very long at all. I have my breakfast, then I clean the kitchen, I shower and dress to shoes. That means I am ready to go. At any point that I need to get in my car and go, then I am ready to go. I swish and swipe the bathroom. I wipe it all down, including the potty and the sink and the mirror. Make my bed, do a quick pick up, put away, and by 10 o'clock I have my supper already decided. Now this has been huge for me because I don't like for 5 or 6 o'clock to roll around and I'm wondering what is for supper. I absolutely hate that. So I decide by 10 o'clock what is for supper. I either put it in the crock pot, or I know that it's something's going into the pressure cooker, or I know that we're having basically leftovers. And I do one load of laundry if need be. For the afternoon, I do another quick pick up, put away if I need to. I run errands in town if I need be, make phone calls, or pay bills. Any of those three things, any of those that need to be done. And really it's unusual for all three of those things to need to be done in one day. I do one daily focus, go to the dog park. I have a nap written in, so I nap, I can check that off, walk for 10 minutes. So that is really not that much time. I can do that in a very, very short time. My evening routine is very sacred to me. I don't like for anything to encroach on that because I really do like to go to bed early and I like my rest time. But I do my yoga, I lift weights I'm now up to 4 to 5 minutes. That's really good because I started out with James Clear doing the 2-minute habit change. I do my prayer jar and my face routine, brush my teeth, do the dental floss thing. I do the dental floss a lot of times while I'm in bed doing my reading. Clean the kitchen and wipe it down, and then I set Rhonda. Sometimes I set Rhonda, sometimes I don't. It just depends. So this right here is a very quick look at my week in one single glance. But what I really want to tell you is why FlyLady is so important to me. When I found FlyLady, I was in a really dark place in my life. I was dealing with a lot of depression and I had really lost a lot of purpose. At age 47, I was diagnosed with 2 autoimmune diseases, rheumatoid arthritis and chronic fatigue syndrome. And both of those combined left me bedbound and recliner bound for 1 whole year. I went nowhere for 1 whole year. I remember writing in my journal, I swept the kitchen floor by myself for the first time in 1 year. So household chores had become next to impossible. My husband had to take over all responsibilities like grocery shopping, laundry, and all of those things because I was just trying to get dressed, get my hair washed, or get a bath. Those were my main things. So for a whole year, I was just trying to function or survive, or that's how I felt. My career was totally gone. It had totally dissolved. All of my hobbies and things that I did to prevent stress and to deal with stress in life, they were all gone because they were all things like hiking, snowshoeing, riding my bike. They were all very physical, aerobic type of things, and all of that was gone. I was just trying to get my shoes on. So whenever I found FlyLady, it basically gave me a structure and a foundation of where to start. Because in my mind and in my life, I felt very chaotic. I was like, what is my purpose? Where do I begin? And what do I do? So what it did for me was, first of all, it made me realize that what I did in my home was very, very important to me and to my family. And even though I had to spread all of that out into doable pieces, but as a teacher and an educator, I had always had a lesson plan for the week. And what this kind of did for me as a person is it gave me a lesson plan and a purpose for my week. The next thing that I learned from FlyLady was to declutter and to get rid of things in the home that really did not serve a purpose or that I just had to dust just because in my closet there was a lot of clothing that I no longer needed because I wasn't teaching anymore. So I hired somebody to help me do this. And as I was packing the small things, they were hauling the big things out. Furniture, clothes, junk, stuff, I just got rid of it. And I found out immediately that my house was much easier to keep. With my newfound energy and purpose, I began to feel the depression lift. And once the depression lifted, that helped me a whole lot to have just such a better outlook. And I found that I really did have a lot more energy to do smaller things. I have a foundation laid for what my life is supposed to look like that week. And of course I can add and take away as I choose. But at least now I do not get up and feel like my life is in chaos and that my purpose is gone. Well, the day is getting long and this is the second time that I've had to video this. I really hope that it works. You can tell that the evening sun is coming down. And so with that, I'm going to say, I will see you next time and keep life simple. It should not be complicated. See you soon. Bye-bye.